Hello and welcome, my name is Snake and today we're gonna look at patch 0.1.1. This one's a big one, so let's just get started. We got a lot of changes for the endgame. Here we have 4 new towers and the one we already have got revamped. So overall, I would say that that's a good change for the end game because we're gonna run into a lot of towers and have some variety and maybe actually have towers to be fun would be so nice. We got more portals for the Arbiter of Ash. So now you got the 6 tries. So if you die, you can actually try again. The higher difficulty the boss is, the less tries you will have. So overall, that's a good thing. We got added checkpoints in maps. So now we can actually jump from maybe the end of the map to the beginning if we have to backtrack for monsters we didn't see. So that's a good one also. The citadels are now spawning closer to the beginning of the atlas, so you should meet these citadels way earlier than we have at this point. And they also improved the visibility for the citadels in the end game, so now you can actually see them on the map out in the fog before you actually see them. So that's a super good change they made here. Then we also got the precursor tablets for bosses. So now we can add bosses to the atlas. So we should encounter lots more bosses now because they actually also made changes. So we're gonna see here, where is it? We're gonna see more bosses in the map itself. They should have changed it, so we got around 1 out of 4 maps should be, contain a map boss down here. Adjacent bosses, you should encounter a boss roughly around 1 out of 4 maps. So there should be a lot of more bosses on the map now. Here for some other things, we got all around just more juice for the maps, more rare monsters, more magic monsters, more essence, strong boxes, shrines, more of everything in the maps in general. So that should bump up the things to kill, and also of course more loot for the maps. So that's something I'm looking forward to try out, see how much it actually is. And then we have a lot of small changes for the 4 league mechanics. We got the breach stones now actually spawn less monsters, but as they said in the live stream that they are actually spawning so many monsters that we can't even see all the monsters that spawn because they can't spawn. So this shouldn't have anything to do with the gameplay, but less errors at GGG points, so that's a good one. Small changes for Simulacrum, 20% more splinters. Yeah. And we got omens in the omens to spawn way more often. So that's a good change also because they were not that common. And here we also got this one that we can zoom out way more out in the atlas. So at this point it's hard to see a lot of the atlas because we can't zoom out, but now they changed it so we can zoom out way more. that's a good change. There have been some small changes for skill points. Not much, balancing, because they're gonna do the big patch later on, where they're gonna do all the balancing. So here we don't have that much. Small changes here for temporalis. I don't think that will do anything for the builds that use it. They changed it so the cooldown can't go lower than 100 milliseconds. Again, I don't think that will do very much for the use of the temporalis. So yeah, we will see. And here we got a lot of monster changes. The most of this is overall due to visibility for monsters and their skills and undeath effects, ground effects, explosions. So it's easier now to see all these things that are killing us. And they changed some of the monsters also, so they don't have so many off-screen attacks, so that should be tuned down. So hopefully also less death of off-screen effects. That's a good thing too. Then we have general changes. This one, it's a long one. Got a lot of good changes here. So strong boxes, they were pretty much useless and boring, very underwhelming. But now they did it so they're gonna spawn faster, and the fog is disappearing faster also, so it's not that cluttering on the screen. A big one is this, that the suckables from in your gear, they can now be overridden by other runes or soul cores. So this one is so good, because now if you put in a rune that doesn't match you any longer because of resistance or anything else, you can just override it with another rune or a soul core. That's super change. You can now salvage flasks. Yeah, so you get bubbles. That's a small one, but a nice one. Armor has been made better, around 15%. Don't think that's gonna do anything, but we'll have to see. But it's above in any ways. And here we have the one with the omens appears more often in the ritual. Here we got on gear in general, they have reduced the likelihood for lesser attractive affixes to be on the items. So overall, that should be easier now to get better affixes on the gear. And overall, they reduced a lot of clutter on the screen, so it's easier now to actually see what's happening on the screen. Loading time on the map, they reduced it, so when you entering your map device, it's actually faster to load the map. And if you go in, just to watch it, see where you're at, and close it down and open it again, everything should be faster. So I'm looking forward to that, because that's pretty annoying to wait 3, 4, 5 seconds to open the map. And a huge one for me personal, because I'm playing minions. Let's see where we have here, the reviving of minions. When a minion die, because it's out of range, it will now instantly revive at your place instead of start the countdown for reviving. This is such a huge win for the for minions, because yeah, they are constantly dying because of they are out of range. So this one I'm looking so much forward to try out. We got a lot of changes for uniques. A lot of changes for uniques. Pretty much overall, it's small changes. There's nothing breaking or nothing like creating a new uber unique. It's all small changes. You can see here, if we take this, now it's providing 50 to 70 max mana instead of 15 to 13, and it's basically changes like that all around. But you can go in and look it up, search for some unique items you are interested in and see if they changed. I will drop a link in the description, so you can always go down and see for yourself, is there something here in this list of unique items they're important for you. And they made a lot of bug fixes. A lot of them are small, minor bug fixes, but a lot of it is overall quality of life changes for the game. So that's good. But here in the beginning, we got some very important for client crashes, because yeah, things like that shouldn't happen. So great, we got fixes for this one. And one of them that I personally think is good is for, let's see here, yes, this one, for towers. Now you can actually see the influence for the towers range at your the map device in the hideout. Before you had to go to town to see here. We'll go here and Act 3 for we had to go to the Sagarath refugee to actually see this before, but now you should be able to see it in your hideout. So that's a great change too. And again, if there's something you wanna dive into, I'll leave a link for this in the description, so you can go in and read these bug fixes for yourself. I don't know anything about controllers, haven't tried, so I haven't anything to say about that, but there's a lot of changes here, so that's looking good. And of course, one of the big ones for the console is the item filter. So they are now able to actually have an item filter on a console. So that's a huge win for them. Then we got a lot of microtransactions. They're been enabled. Again, you can go see if there are any of yours here that you're excited about. What else? Yeah, there's a long list of microtransactions that are enabled. And then we have 3 things that they didn't make in time, but they will release them as soon as they're ready. The Una song, as they spoke about, and then the multiple tries for the rest of the Ubers will be added as soon as they're ready. And one of them I think is very important, the map or Waystone stash tab. So I'm looking forward to see what this can do. But overall, it's a long patch notes. There's a lot of them, so go check them out. Again, the link is in the description. So overall, looking very good. I'm looking forward to try all this, and I think we will look at it as soon as they release the patch and go in and try all this. So thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.